Many people believe that a good brand is simply a good logo, and I don't think so. That's like saying that a good house is good just because you see an image and you actually haven't been inside to know how it actually looks like and if it has good foundations, structures and everything. So logo is important, but it's way more important to have a strategy to know exactly how you're going to connect. So skipping the strategy and going directly to visuals or to marketing is not only wrong in many ways, but it's actually the explanation why maybe your brand doesn't connect, or maybe why there's something that needs adjustment. In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 important pillars on how to create a good brand strategy, because I love strategy. Before beginning anything about creating your brand, you need to know who you are and what's your why. What is exactly the purpose? The reason why you are behind a business. And that reason needs to push you so high, so ambitious, in an ambitious way that it really motivates you. You know, I do it with the Ikigai, but you can do it in many ways. The point is to really understand the big why you're doing what you are doing. If it's just money, nothing wrong with that. But let's see how far that can push you for so long. We need to have a motivation to do things every day. So if you don't know exactly what your brand stands for, that is going to be very hard to maintain over time. Second, before selling, you need to know who you are serving and what's their why to come to you. That is very important. Once you know who you are, you need to know what kind of things, aspects of your business are so valuable to someone else. So this person is actually going to pay you for that. That is the principle of value creation. That's the principle of business. If someone is actually willing to pay what you are offering. And sometimes that is not easy to know. You need to validate that. You need to know what is their why, and you need to ask that. But you need to be specific. By that, I mean that we usually have many assumptions because we think that we know the market well, because we know that we have been with our customers very long time, so we know exactly what they think, they want, they need, everything. But it so happens that when we are too long doing this and we don't recalibrate, we don't make stop and actually align with our vision, we end up having what is called confirmation bias. This confirmation bias comes when you are so exposed to your target audience, to your community, to so many individual problems that you tend to believe that you know it all because one person tells you something and then you assume that everybody is going to answer the same thing. And that's very dangerous. When you, as a business owner, start having confirmation bias, you stop asking the crowd. You stop validating your business, and that can lead to very, very bad results. So the core aspect of validation is to have clear estimates, clear statements that you need to test in the demand, in the public, not only with 1 or 2 people, but actually many people as possible, so you know that your assumptions are right or wrong. So that is actually a fundamental step that many business owners forget and actually stop the whole purpose of the clarity of your brand. Before communicating all of that, you need to know how to make a connection with your brand. So that's like bringing all together the magic. You know who you are, you know what your ideal client wants. Now the point is how to put those things together. That's the beauty of communication, that's the beauty of marketing. But that's not so easy to achieve Because when you start creating messaging without actually knowing where to go, then you end up saying generic things that nobody resonates with, or you end up being like in a hamster wheel, creating content, being exhausted about posting without any results. So the truth of connection is to really find your tribe. This means you have a community that likes you, and that you need to find the real purpose behind why this community becomes a tribe. A tribe is simply something that really sticks from fundamental values. It's something that really resonates. It's something that is not just superficial because I like you and you look nice, whatever. No, it's something that really has a meaning for someone. And especially is something that means that a person is willing to pay something specific for the value that you create. And that is a lot. It's not that simple. That a person is willing to do something, to pay something, to actually behave in a specific way because of something that you said or you did is very powerful. You have to honor that. Sometimes we forget that when we are receiving already money from our customers, we actually don't see from where that comes. And that's a mistake because there's a lot of magic happening in that business transaction, in that energy exchange. You need to honor that, but you need to know why it's happening and keep it systematic. So in short, a brand strategy is about clarity, where to go, having your alignment between who you are serving, and how you can make that magic connection happens. So a person remembers your brand. That same person is willing to pay something for the services that your brand offers, and afterwards you can actually create ways that your brand, your business offers that systematically so it is sustainable. A business is about making money, but it's also about having a purpose, having a heart, connecting with people, knowing what people really want, need, and are willing to pay. So a brand strategy is simply all of that together as a reminder that you need to have that focus clear because you are the business owner. People also need to have it clear because they are the ones where your tribe who resonate with your message and who need to know where you are going. And you achieve that with validation, with asking people. That's what I'm doing. That's the offer that I want to do. That's the value that I want to create for you because I honestly mean a positive transformation for you. I mean good. I mean to help you. But you need to say it. If you say that and if people come to you and say, look, I like you, that's your brand, I like your service, and that's exactly what I want from you, and that's what I want, what I am able to pay and I'm willing to pay, then win-win. Everybody wins. You have a connection, you have a sustainable business, and then you just need to keep it up, keep it growing, and helping more people on the way. I hope you like the brand strategy that I follow, and please subscribe if you like the content, share it, and see you next time. Keeping inspired.